slowly falling down cooler闇へ but never going back touch 向かえどうして高く上げてなお大ボーナなんてもうグッバイしょこりもなくファイナカマと Need another day I will run away from nothing no more どこまでも抗ってこう今超えてく Also ready to break it up I'm not afraid yeah break it Keep it point in the dark 自分の力に変え wipe out 今ねじ曲げる視線 I never fall in I never ever care for them 今立ち向かう and I defeat myself I got ghosts, keep myself safe from backward I got ghosts, keep myself see a suspect Time away from me, stop my shadow Smoke, let us set my tongue on a suffix cycle Nobody knows, cause I can't flow Live fast for the
Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. I'm going to be talking about these two individuals, but not based on what they did, but as a prime example is what I'm referring to, as you can tell from the title. And I feel it's something you guys really need to hear that I want to address and get my point across again. But I gotta be able to use my words carefully in this video, just in case this video gets striked. So I'm gonna try to be as clear and concise and be as appropriate and censored as I can in this video. So this is actually this topic is going to be about why predators can't be saved, and for many reasons based on what I've seen here online and rumors. A lot of these guys don't want to seek the help that they want simply because they're either too proud or they embrace the fact that there's nothing really wrong with them and that it's normal, and they believe they're being fully discriminated. But at the same time, it's very clear that's abnormal. It's not like it's similar to people who are gay, who are into homosexuality. There are people who are born that way, but at the same time, it's not like they're forcing minors to get into a relationship with them or peer pressure. There are some boundaries. As long as that person is not harassing you, you should be good. But at the same time, the age of consent is there for a reason. It's because not only kids cannot consent, they are not mature enough to be able to engage in that type of activity. But the reason why they can't help, because from what I haven't heard, there hasn't been a cure that has been fully developed, that has been made, that can actually change these people. Not one cure has ever been mentioned that it can literally turn a child predator into a normal human being. And it's crazy enough because the proof is that every time these people get caught in the act, they're already on the registry, or they keep doing it, but they try to be more cautious about it. On top of that, it's not just these individuals, not these individuals in particular, but at the same time, we live in a society where there are people who enable their behaviors. What I mean is that they'll try to basically minimize their actions because that person, again, these predators have something to offer, whether it might be money or they feel sympathy, and then these predators will use that to their advantage. They'll either cry or they'll beg for their life. They're going to say they're going to get help, they're going to change, and that they've made a mistake, and that they'll try to go down to the right path. But when it's just the fact, but if you could tell, they don't show any remorse. They don't really get how serious. They don't care how serious their actions are. They're only feeling bad for themselves. There was never a time, especially when they got caught, where they said they felt sorry for the child. They haven't showed remorse ever, or saying sorry at the type of harm they could have done, and how much it could affect their life, how much it could damage them permanently. There was never a time that I know where predators had actually been sincere about their behavior, their actions towards minors. But on top of that, they lie constantly. prime example would be EDP, the Cupcake Man, Cyrax. I'm not sure about Goopy because I don't really see him too often, but you know he's part of these three. They're in the same category. You cannot trust what a predator has to tell you, because they're not gonna. A lot of times they don't. They never want to bring up their wrongdoings. It's usually the positives, or or they made a mistake, or they're trying to get help. That's what really irritates me about these people. And yet people are so quick to believe whenever they say they're gonna get help or they're gonna change for the better. It's again the point I'm trying to make, you guys, that they have to show results. If you're telling you're gonna get help and that you're trying to improve your life and be able to like live amongst normal people in society, show the results. Prove that you're making a difference. Prove that you're in the right and that we're wrong about you. But a lot of times they always continue to make the public right. And you could, whether you say the public is too judgmental, we're so quick to demonize them. And if you think about it, because I don't even know a program. I really don't know a program where they're willing to help these kind of people. Because they don't know what to do. These are adults we're talking about. Because that they just have to accept the fact that's just who they are, and that they're born that way. And then the thing is, though, it's like yes, there are guys that get horny. They can't control their urges, but again, there's no excuse. Whether you can't control your urges, you should know when to stop, or you should learn to find something to get your mind off of those disturbing stuff. Again, that type of fetish is gonna get you nowhere. It's gonna lead to your downfall either way. And people like this, anytime they get caught up, now all of a sudden they want to have a change of a pace or whatever, a change of hope or whatever. They somehow regret their actions, but it's already too late, because they don't, again, especially when you hear about the news, or when you watch these YouTube videos of them getting exposed and caught. It's crazy. They don't take in all the other predators that have been exposed, and they don't take that as a lesson. They don't try to learn from those videos and try to avoid committing those type of crimes. I just find that outright weird and confusing. It's how when all these videos that are popping up, you would think that they would check these videos out and realize it's not worth ruining your life, because the moment you're caught, you're done. That's it. And then people find out who you are. You can't be able to live a normal life. But I just find it ridiculous, because again, all those countless videos of these weirdos getting caught, whether it be 4K on YouTube, even though those videos are getting taken down and you're not really seeing those that often, you would think that these people will learn not to get involved in those type of situations, or even pursue what they believe could be a minor when they're talking to these decoys on these dating apps. But that's mind blowing to me. To me, I find it very confusing. That's something that's something to me that I can hardly understand how nobody can notice the signs, or even take those measures and not even follow through with that person. And what I mean follow through with that person, try to literally meet up after following up with that person, knowing their age is below the consent, that they're below the age of consent. Again, people have really warped minds. And the thing is, though, these people, not only are they sneaky, they're very unpredictable. So do not let them play you for a fool. And considering how unpredictable these people are, the mistake that a lot of nice people do, they're trying so hard to be nice or give them a second chance. I'm the type of person that the moment you're caught and there's evidence out there, I'm gonna make sure to keep my eye on you and not give you that second chance. Because what will happen is that they're gonna blow that second chance. Trust me, I say it, and and there's no lie, and I assure you they will blow their second chance, you guys. And what are people gonna do after? All of a sudden they're gonna be shocked. But the first time they got caught should be a clue that they're gonna continue doing it. But the moment someone gets caught up is when when you should outright lose sympathy for the person. There's no sympathy points, and it's to the point where these people need to be handled by the law, and they should not be out in public roaming the streets, because that way, when you give them that opportunity, they have a chance to find more big victims. And when they're by themselves with the victim, it's either obviously the victim is going to be missing to the point where they cannot be found. But society has gone very soft just because these people might have something to offer these days. It's just ridiculous, you guys. And people are out there, and again, it's not just these predators. You blame the enablers too. Just outright stupid people. And that explains why they continue doing what they're doing. I truly believe that. And the sentences and the charges that they get is literally a slap on the wrist. It's again, depending how severe the crime is, but the fact that when they meet up and do it's only 2 or 3 years, at most 5. That's why people are wanting the laws to be harsher, and that's why there are people out there going out of their way, becoming vigilantes to actually confront these predators, because they feel like the law isn't doing enough to put restrictions on these people, to make sure that it literally prevents kids from actually being harmed, literally limiting their options. If anything, it should not be limiting options. It should be they should just outright be preventing them from doing any of that stuff. Either life in jail, and I could say worse, but I gotta keep this video censored, or make sure they're moved to a place, or unless they're taken somewhere where they're away from the general population. They definitely need to be shifted somewhere else so that they don't have to find victims or be anywhere near kids. That's your best bet. If they really don't want to put them down, that's your best option, you guys. For anybody, those who are too kind-hearted, who are too weak-minded. If you really want to keep these people alive, make sure they're away from their victims. Make sure they're away from kids. But it doesn't seem like this, because who can change? Who can make these laws harsh on these people? Who can change the law? That's only if we know for certain, the person who can do it. But we can't assume. But we can only find out from whoever decides to be in charge, or whoever has that power to actually put these people in their place. And the thing is, there are people out there that can do it. It's just they refuse to for some time. Again, I can understand if the person's being accused, or these are false claims. But at the same time, it's if there's a pattern in their behavior, or if they've been exposed and then they confess to it, now is the time to take the right approach and make sure these people don't get out. But overall, you guys, again, just a generic video that I want to bring up in case there's anything that I missed. But I do know for a fact that, let's say they do go to a therapist and they tell the therapist that they like children or something, but in the wrong way. That therapist will most likely either call the police, or if they're willing, they'll probably take them in and help. but there's really no solution how to like change the mindset of predators and make them not go after kids, because there's no actual like factual evidence out there. There's no remedy, there's no cure that can prove otherwise. There hasn't been one that's ever been mentioned, one that is capable of actually putting these people in the right direction. So it really, if you think about it, it's really the end for them. And I hate to say it, but the only way they can actually avoid trying to like be that type of person, and for them to be condemned, of course they do need to take it up with the law, but they really got to make sure that they keep their mind somewhere else and not think with their private parts, and try to keep themselves distracted and not even ever have that type of urge again. Never. But overall, I feel like I said enough, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.